Hey, Jenny and Lakeville baseball parents. My name is Kurt. I own Acceleration Minnesota. I was showing her family my C2 system that I designed. It's a take-home kit package that you can buy, but it has speed, agility, strength for all ages, parents, but it has a sport-specific element too. And I gave her a bunch of product to take to the fields this weekend and show you. I also gave her a QR code sheet with prices. But anyway, I just wanted to go through quickly what's in this kit. J-bands are great. I have these wrist cuffs that you can put around your wrists, basically. Simple, open it up, pre-cuff it, slide your wrist through there, and that you make sure it spins. That's important that it spins. I'll show you why. There's a speed belt. This is a nylon belt. And what we use this for is the 10-foot bands that are in the kit. It allows kids to run 10, 15 yards under load. So they're always under tension. And it makes them work hard and it keeps them athletic. This just slides around your waist. Make sure you hear the click. And it spins around your waist. The bands, the gray bands are really light. They're good for younger kids. And these are good. These are the ones you want to use for throwing, for wrist, for your hooking to your wrist. Red or black is just good for hitting and resistance running. I think I gave her like 2 reds and a couple blacks and then a couple grays. There's a strap in there. Normally people clip it to a fence, but there's a strap that goes around like a park bench or a fence too, and it's just a strap. I'm gonna hook it to this weight bench. It goes around. Velcro it, and it's not going anywhere. So then you have your bands hooked here. So talk about the throwing first. Again, you just clip it on the back of your wrist. And when I do, it can be any level, but we talk about getting on top of the ball when we throw. I'm gonna move this camera back just a smidge. So when these kids are practicing throwing, just have them come down with a straight arm. Notice how the band slots in my shoulder. That means I'm up on top of it. I'm not sidearm it. I'm up on top. I come down, I come back slow, work those decelerators, come back slow, and then I start going into a stretch. And notice when I throw, it's always on my shoulder. And I always hold my finish. And I always have my weight forward. I'm never on my back foot. It's a great training tool just to warm up the arm. You can do internal rotation, external rotation, pretty much anything. The key is the band's 5 feet long or 10 feet long, and the stretch is really light, so you're not going to affect your throwing motion. You can actually throw baseballs with that thing on. The hitting harness, there's 2 different sizes I gave you guys, and all you do is you put it under your glutes, under. Make sure it's really tight. And you can use those red bands I gave you or the gray. But the first thing I usually do is show you how to open the hip. So I'm going to hook it to if I'm right-handed, I'm going to hook it to my left hip. So the band's behind me. And if I'm hitting off a tee or soft toss, just put some tension on it and it'll pull your hip open. It just pulls me open. So once kids feel that, then they spin them around. And now it's off my left hip, but in front of me. Again, get in position, soft toss, tee work, have the kid hit the ball. Notice my belly button is facing the target. Squish the bug, whatever your teaching tips are. Just get the kid to get his hips through the ball and hold it for 3 seconds. So a good routine is hit, 1, 2, 3, set up again, hit, 1, 2, 3. Do 10 to 15 reps, 10's enough. Then you just unclip it. Guaranteed, every kid will follow through and step forward. So all their weight's going to go through the ball, which is what you want. You don't want kids hanging on their back foot. So the hitting harnesses are great. So you could just buy the hitting harnesses and a pair of bands and hook it up in your garage or bring it to the field. This is how I break these kits up now. So you got your hitting, you got your throwing, and last is the The speed belt is just this nylon belt. And again, I'm just going to keep using this gray one because it's short. Well, you can run any direction. We do a lot of base stealing drills. So we'll get the kids in this position and tell them to, preload their right leg so that when they leave, they get their bodies facing the second base or whichever base you're going. But notice how this thing spins. So it allows you to sprint, allows you to backpedal, allows you to shuffle, and the whole time you got resistance on your hips. So these are great for just hooking up kids to the fence, warming them up, sprinting. Then you can go to the hitting, you can go to the throwing. But these baseball kits, the whole kit with the videos, because I got videos of everything, $150. If you want to buy just the cuffs, I can cut $5 off everything on this page. So I'm going to set up a code for Jenny, and she'll talk to me about if people want some of this stuff, I can ship it to your house, and I'll show you behind me. This is all my product. So I have a lot of bands. So again, my name is Kurt. I am the designer of C2 Performance. It does come with, there's actually speed training. Like you can train at home for speed. Teams can do, I got foot speed, agility, linear, lateral, power, vertical jump, adult fitness, dance, gymnastics, tennis, every sport I have a program for. And if you want to get like an all-inclusive kit, it's on my website, c2bandtraining.com. You can get a kit that has everything in it. Every video, you get shipped to your house, and then we just go through it. So you can customize kits. Like if you wanted to buy like 5 belts for your team, so all the kids can use them, practice, you can do that too. So just communicate with me, and we'll get you guys taken care of.